So when we're here in Australia at the conference where Damien was speaking, and this was last fall, and we had the thermoscope. Damien hadn't really seen the big one like this, and I had it set up. I didn't see anything through it. And I said, Damien, why don't you take a look? He looked through it and he says, I think I see something. Like 1 second later. He passes it over to me, I look, and there it is. There's a bit of a saucer shape with a dome on top. So then you looked again, then you ran to get your camera. I'm following it along, believing that I'm filming it, because I see it in the monitor. And that night when we get home, we're all excited to see it on video, and the video's all static. It's audio only. It's like, sorry, you can see it with your eyes, but you're not getting to record it because it's too real. So I'm going to draw what I try to draw. I'm not a drawer, but I'm going to try to draw what I saw. That's basically it right there. That's what I saw. Now let's have Damien pull his drawing out and see what he saw. I know what I saw in my brain, but, I can't really draw it very good. I just know that it was disc-shaped and it had a dome.
Looked like a dome, slightly domed disc, very small dome on top. Straight sides, flat bottom. Typical, almost Hollywood flying saucer, what you'd see in the films. It was incredible. I believe Rob saw exactly the same thing within seconds of myself seeing it. And so now I've drawn the object without seeing Rob draw it, and Rob's hasn't saw my drawing. So now we're going to compare drawings of what we actually visually saw on that day and see how close they are. So this should be interesting. The first picture we'll go to is Rob's, and this is very, very similar to what I saw.
Okay. And I've got a bit of a square end of it, and that should have been maybe a little more square on that end.
Okay. That's interesting you say that.
Yeah, interesting, yeah.
And maybe the dome's a little bit too high, but, this is the best I can draw. I'm not an artist, sorry.
Yeah, well, it's pretty much close enough. Now, this is what I saw from... That's what I saw.
Oh, yeah. Very.
Because that's where you're describing the ends would be like the same.
Now, with me, the dome could have been a little bit bigger, but that's just going from memory. A little while after I saw it, I didn't draw it within a week or two. It was a little while within a month. But yeah, as you can see, it's pretty much the same or similar type of object that we both witnessed. Just unfortunately, the thing didn't record. It didn't want us to, see it, and only with our eyes, and that's it.
There's a few other things with it too. For example, you saw it change color in the thermal. The thermal camera was set for black being hot or warm.
That's right.
So what did you see it do in the thermal?
Originally, when I very first saw it, I saw it as white. And then everything else was, I think, black in the background. I'm not sure. Then it flicked over, and it changed. The object then was black itself, and the colors behind were different. So you did explain earlier that you can change.
Now, did I actually press a button and change it, or I didn't press any buttons?
You weren't touching anything. You weren't you were just over here, so you weren't near I was the only one near it, and Okay. So, and I didn't see or feel anyone touch it either.
Okay. And we have the audio track.
Yeah, the audio
shows the actual.
Plus, we were live recording
and we were videoing as well at the same time. So, so whatever it was, it did seem to be playing havoc before Rob even looked at it himself. So something seemed to be playing electronics in the camera, changing the actual color differential or whatever. And then afterwards, once Rob started recording, that's when the recording, didn't work. So
it recorded audio,
but not the video, and that's never happened before or since. Correct?
No.
So it's very.
But you've had strange things like that happen.
We've had
for example,
similar kind of things. With them playing around with our cameras. When you think you're recording, and it will record sometimes for 1 second, and it will stop by itself. It's but that happens heaps, and I think it's some sort of either it's something on purpose, something accidental as an effect, after effect from some electromagnetic interference coming from the vehicle. But the fact that, or the object, the fact that they seem to do it at certain times as well shows me there is an intelligence, a high intelligence involved. Not just that they can see what you're filming and seeing probably what you're seeing with your eyes. That's what it seems like. And we've had that many experiences now where, that's become more obvious that, there is some high intelligence behind this, and also some sort of childish intelligence too. It's very
and it's like
tricky.
they want to censor. It's like they want to censor. It seems they allow us to see a lot more than what they allow you to film.
Yeah.
And I think anybody that's been in this field has experienced this too.
Yeah.
Some of the really unusual sightings, they just won't let you video them.
So this object we could just see was giving off a heat signature, invisible to the naked eye, which is, in itself quite incredible. And the height, it wasn't very high either, as far as, these objects go. It was quite low, moving very, very slowly to the right. Probably, just not far above the height of the buildings in the area, if not even probably in between.
It was actually lower. Like some of the highest
lower.
building,
Yeah,
it went behind a building.
Yeah, so it was there, and it was, what are the chances really of just looking into a camera for the first time in your life and just having something like that sitting on the other side, And like I said to you guys, I thought it was a practical joke that, someone stuck a sticker on there or whatever, but no, it wasn't the case at all, and so I doubt a sticker could, interfere with the electronics of a camera anyway, so it was quite an incredible sighting, and for me, it's my second one that I've seen in my life visually, and nearly
Of the saucer shape?
Of the saucer shape, and two that I didn't see, but I caught on camera. So, but for me, seeing those saucer type object crafts are just absolutely incredible, and it's the second time as well that I've tried to film a saucer type object, and the video, the batteries went from we had 8 spare batteries, all fully charged during the day. And while this object is coming over, a circular object with lights going around the perimeter of it, almost like a Ferris wheel, multicolored lights, blues, yellows, incredibly beautiful colors, like oranges and reds, and it was just incredible. And so while this is coming over, there was 2 of us trying to film, another gentleman with a brand new camera, fully charged again. Same thing happened. It would start off at 4 battery power and it would go straight down to 0 within 2 or 3 seconds of inserting it into the camera. This happened 8 times while this object is slowly going over the yard. It was just incredible. We saw it up close, we were watching it, and it felt like it did not want us to film it whatsoever. That's exactly what was coming across. There was some sort of a direct interference, no matter what. So, if it was an accidental thing and they couldn't help it as a side effect of the magnetic field coming from their craft, maybe, but just the timing itself and everything, it seems like more like maybe some of them want you to film and some don't. There's a mystery there, like why are some guys shy and some not, Maybe on Earth some people are shy, and so maybe up there some of them are shy, who knows. But it seems to be that certain types of objects that do act like that and interfere with electronic devices. So that's been known going back a long time. They've interfered with cars, some great stories in here in Australia as well as in America with police officers having their, engines shut down and all sorts of weird things. So look, yeah, they're up there and, they're playing around, and we just got to get to the answer of maybe have several backup cameras next time,
Or use an old-fashioned camera with no electronics
camera that won't, can't be interfered with in any way, shape or form. Either that or, somehow insert a camera into my eyeball and see what I see, hopefully, and maybe they might interfere with that, who knows. But look, the reason is, it's up in the air still, and, that's something that's part of the great mystery of this whole thing.